Hello, I'm Andy, and I'm going to read to you a program called For You from the Tiger Family, a tarot monthly horoscope and for lotteries. And this is for the month of August 2019. So let me first start by giving you my email address, which is andyhoro9, ANDIHORO9, the number 9 at gmail.com. Send me an email. Now, I'm going to use the first card that I pulled from here to do with your first 15 days of August. And we're going to tackle your romance, a new one possible, and the older one or the one you're having. And so you coming from the tiger family. Excuse me. This is a very good card. And this card says that you're going to have the chance of meeting somebody who is going to be very valuable to you, very kind to you, and will be able to support you in many ways. And if I apply this card to an ongoing romance which you already are having now, I will say that the improvement in your romance will be very kind to you. And you'll have a chance to show off how you can do very well for you from the tiger family. So there you are. A very good card. Now I will pull another card, and this is going to be doing with your marriage and family areas. Well, the points of view are a bit different. The give and take is not so good. So improve these few things, and that's all you need to do to improve the first 15 days of August regarding your marriage areas. I would say it's a good enough card to make an attempt to find the peace in any area, and it will be very nicely and quickly done for you as well. Okay. Now about job areas. Let me shuffle these cards again. Now for your job areas for the first 15 days of August. This is a very good card that I pulled for you. It says that all your efforts in the past are going to pay off in your job area in the first 15 days of August. Either you're going to be chosen for a new job somewhere, people have been watching you and your performance, or that the place you work, you can stay on there and promotions or a better treatment or more opportunities to get into a better state will also be seen. So it's a good card for your job area in the first 15 days. Now about business and finance. Let's see what this card says. All right. This card says that where business is concerned, what you have to be careful about in the first 15 days is that there is somebody who might have the intention to cheat you or to play you out in the area of business or to be somehow not very honest with you. So this is the message here. Apart from that, if you can control that part of it, this card is fine. And you will have a good enough chance in the area of business in the first 15 days of August to do well enough, even to chase something new. But as I said, watch out. Don't believe everything somebody promises you in the first 15 days where business is concerned. Now, the last 16 days of August. And let's see what the card says about your romance in the last 16 days of August for you coming from the tiger family. Well, this is not a very good card. It says where your romance is concerned, the one that you already have is a problem, and you are not able to somehow get out of this problem. So you seem to be stuck in a romance which you are not happy with. And so, what can you do? Well, you either have to be brave enough to call it off, or you have to be very flexible and negotiable to give it time so that it may do better. But I would favor that you need to be very firm and very strict with your ongoing romance partner about things that you don't agree with what's happening. If I apply this card to a new romance, I would say that don't go there. Stay as friends, but don't let the emotional side move into the romance side when you meet somebody in the last 15 days of August, because it's not very safe for you. Now, about your marriage areas, marriage and family areas, in the last 16 days of August. So what do we do? Let's pull this card and let's see what it says. You coming from the tiger family, this is not a good safe card for you. It says where marriage is concerned, you may have opportunities outside to have some fun. Don't try it. You'll be caught out very fast. And if you always are having some differences in your marriage area, the warning is that things may get worse for you and the situation will not be very stable. So disagreements are seen, opposite views are seen regarding many issues. So what you have to do, since it's you listening to me, and if you favor to help your marriage, you have to be flexible, you have to be appreciative, you have to be supportive, and everything will cool down. That's the only way. Now about job area. So job area, let me shuffle this card quickly. Now the job area. Let's see what happens for you coming from the tiger family. Yes. Well, this is a card that says what you have in your hand is worth keeping because what you have being offered is all in the air. Promises are all in the air. They are not having any foundation. So stay where you are, where your job is concerned, would be safer than believing somebody and in the last 16 days of August giving your resignation and moving away. Because you're going to be very disappointed if you go to the new place for job areas. So stay where you are. Try to improve wherever you are in some way or another. It's only 16 days of August, the last 16 days that we're talking about. Because if you do intend to resign and go away, you will have a regret about it. Now about business for the last 16 days of August. Let's see what the card says. Well, I've pulled the same card for you. Again, this card says in business for the last 16 days, don't believe everything that somebody says. You can be cheated, you can be let down, you can be disappointed, you can be played out. So you see the whole month of August, this message is coming out. So opportunities in business may be presented to you, but you have to take the trouble to look behind the scenes and to find out in business before you get involved in anything new. Whatever you have in hand and you're dealing with people, also be careful how you buy and sell because you may be able to sell, but you won't get your money perhaps. Now we will go to your lucky days. So there will be some lucky days for you. And let's see what the card says. Well, the card says that you see this circle of yellow. That's the circle of an aura. And it's a very good aura, giving support to your inner side in every area of your life. So I'll have to say I'll have to say that the 1st, the 10th, the 19th, and the 28th are going to be very exceptionally lucky days for you for the month of August. So whether you are going to apply to business, to the job, to the marriage, to the romance, to anything, get it somehow decided or discussed on the 1st, 10th, 19th, and 28th, and be a good thing that you do. Now, regarding colors, let's see what color is going to give you that exceptional aura in the month of August. And from this card, I'm going to settle for purple, the color of expansion, the color of bright new things to come. So wear plenty of purple if you can in the month of August, and you'll be attracting all the good possibilities in all areas of romance, marriage, job, or business, or even other forms of good luck like lotteries. We'll talk about lotteries in a little while. Now about your lucky ages. So what are your lucky ages going to be from this card? Is that very mystical card. And from this card, I'm going to say that your lucky ages in the month of August that can be applied to anything would be, for you coming from Leo, would be the age of 16, 25, 34, 43, 52, 61, 70, or, well, we'll stop at 70. So if you are any of these ages which I've just mentioned, you're going to be one very lucky person, luckier than the others in the month of August. Now about your health areas. Let me see what I can pull out from the card for you for the month of August. For the month of August, I would say from this card, your lower limbs have a problem, the knees and the ankles, and the inflammation is there. So I'm worried, could it be uric acid and gout, GOUT? The lower limbs, the ankles, and the knees suffering from gout. So if you have this problem, go see a doctor. They'll do a blood test to see if your uric acid is very high. Now we're going to have your lucky direction. What could it be? And let's see what your card says. And this is the card that will promote the northwest area. The northwest area. So if you face north, you're coming from the tiger family. You face north, you're going northwest, sorry. If you face northwest, you're going to become very lucky in everything that you aspire to do, whether in business, whether in job, whether in marriage, whether in family, whether romance, whether any area. And your meditation and your acceptability of good luck will come from northwest. Now about your lottery numbers. So let's talk about your lottery numbers. Your lottery numbers for the animal kingdom comes from 3 sets. The first set from earth, the second set from the sky, and the third set from the sea. So I'm going to pull this card now and see what numbers I can get from earth. So from earth, I'm getting these numbers. The number 9, 18, 27, 36, 45, 54, and 63. Now we'll see what I can get from the sky in terms of numbers. All right, from the sky, I'm getting these numbers. Well, I'll settle down for number 5, 14, 23, 32, 41, 50, 59, and 68. And then the next card will be representing the third set, the numbers from the sea. And let's see what this card says. This is a beautiful card. And I'm going to say that the numbers 6, 15, 24, 33, 42, 51, or 60 or 69 are going to be very lucky numbers for you as well. So these are the 3 sets of numbers. What do you do with them? Now, if you have been to see me, you will know exactly what to do, because I would have told you all about your lucky days and your lucky colors and your lucky gemstones and your lucky directions. And I would have taught you how to get your personal lucky lottery numbers. And I would have taught you how to get into that side of you, the side of you where the supernatural energy is. In every one of us, there is a soul, there is a guide. Scientists call it that special and force of energy that emits an aura from us. And so I would have taught you how to get in and make contact with the supernatural side of you. So you see this 90-minute session, which will cost you USD $50, will help you to know your next 7, 8, or 9 years based on your date of birth, your time of birth, and looking at your palms. And I will see on your palms whether you have this mystical luck. We call it the hidden luck. Hidden luck is any kind of windfalls that just drop into your lap. And I'll give you a lot of other information about your health as well. So for the time being, if you haven't been to see me, go and cut little strips of paper. And on each of this strip of paper, write only one number, not the series, but just one number, and try to fold it up. And put them all on your table. So you'll have a pile of about 26, 27 pieces of paper. And so use that as a guide for the time being, because you don't know much of the information. You haven't met me yet. And you can meet me on WhatsApp, you can meet me on Skype, and you can meet me on Facebook Messenger, video or audio. And so in the time being, you will just do that and get these pieces of paper. And you will try to meditate. Meditate simply means try to focus on something very singular, in this case, lotteries. And you focus on getting the lottery. And if you need 7 numbers, you pick out 7 numbers from there. If you need 5 numbers, you pick up 5 numbers from there, piece one by one. and you write them down on your notebook. And that may be the way you will create your luck from yourself. But it's important to have this 90-minute session because I'll teach you how to get it done in that traditional Kabbalistic way. So there you go. So send me an email, andyhoro9, ANDIHORO 9, the number 9 at gmail.com. And I'll come back to you as soon as I can. Until then, have a good month of August. And I wish you, coming from the Tiger family, a very happy period of time. Thank you and goodbye.